Riding my bike has always been my happy place. I get a little exercise, but mostly I get time to think. When I ride through the city, I see the challenges we face, but I also see the promise. I see so much in our city that reminds me of my own life story. And like a lot of families, my story started tough. My father was murdered before I was 1, leaving my mom with 2 little kids to raise while dealing with the trauma of violent crime. My mom eventually remarried to the man who's my dad today. He adopted me when I was 9. It was about the same time my 3rd grade teacher figured out I'd been faking reading. Turns out I have dyslexia, and I was lucky she caught it. She took me aside, spent the time, and taught me to read. That single act by a teacher changed the course of my life. I get my work ethic from my dad. He was a laborer and a welder in the oil fields. But when I was in junior high, he was injured on the job. We ended up needing public assistance to make ends meet while he couldn't work. We were on free and reduced lunch at school, and we used food stamps to buy our groceries. People judged if we were worthy of what we had in our grocery cart. That time was hard for my family. We felt shame. But the truth is, everybody gets help in their lives, some from their families, some from friends, but some of us need help from government from time to time. After he was injured, my dad had the courage to go back to college using his veterans benefits. It's one of the things I'm most proud of. So while he hit the books, I got my first job working at a Dairy Queen. I'd seen the power of education to change lives, and I knew I had to get to college if I wanted to change mine. I worked hard and saved enough money to pay for my undergrad at Montana State University. It was when I was in college that I married my high school sweetheart, Mike. Mike was Native American, and back then, mixed-race couples faced real challenges in rural Montana. So in 1986, we packed up and moved to Denver, where we could be ourselves, and Denver embraced us. We both got jobs, bought a home, we started businesses, we both went back to school and attended each other's graduations. We started a family. We even planted a tree to celebrate the birth of our 2nd daughter. But sadly, Mike struggled with addiction his whole life. And if you've been through that, you know how hard it is to love and support someone, but not enable the behaviors that are destroying them and your family. It's really hard. Ultimately, we lost Mike to suicide. And like my mom before me, I found myself the single mother of 2 young girls having suffered a tragic loss. Today, I think our entire community is struggling with these same issues. And I know my life experiences will guide me as we tackle these challenges together as a city. Over the years, I've gone on to have many roles and wear many hats. In 2003, I became the first woman to head the City of Denver's Personnel Department, and then went on to become Chief of Staff to Mayor John Hickenlooper. In 2009, I left the city to become the first woman to serve as President and CEO of the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce, leading an organization with over 3,000 members. I then became the Chief Strategy Officer at MSU Denver. Today, my girls are grown, thriving, and starting their own adult lives. And now I'm running for mayor because I believe my life experiences help me understand the moment we are in as a city. And my experience as a small business owner, chief of staff, and CEO means I know how to run large organizations, bring people together, and get things done. I'm not a politician. I've never run for office before, and I won't run for another. This is it. I am running for mayor because I believe in the promise of Denver. And if you still believe, if you still think our best days lie ahead, please join our cause. It's going to take all of us, and I would be honored to have your support.